Hello everybody! If you're joining me today, then you're ready to move over your data from the old GCC business dashboard into your new and upgraded version of the dashboard. Today we're going to cover exact steps that we want to take to transfer all of our data over to the new dashboard and the correct way to do it. That way we're set up for success as best as possible. Again, there are a couple key format changes between the old dashboard and the new upgraded version. So make sure you follow along step by step through this video, and we'll walk through exactly what goes where and how to copy and paste it over from the old dashboard. If you're impatient like me though, I'm going to go ahead and call a couple of those differences out now. That way you don't have to wait until the end of this video to get everything done. So first thing to note, in addition to the purchase date column, we also have a list date column. So you won't be able to straight copy and paste bulk sections from the old dashboard to the new one. You're going to want to make sure that you do it one column at a time because we've added in the list date column. And we've also switched around the shipping and the tax columns. And this was solely because you can now set up equations in the tax columns for your percentage of sales tax that you pay off the sum total of cost and shipping, and it's easier to do that if you wanted to. In addition, we've also added a sold column. This is new. It already has its own drop-down menu in it, but when you go ahead and use it, you can mark one as sold, then you can copy and paste that entire sold cell as far down as you need to go. Now you'll notice part of why we're putting these instructions together is because there's conditional formatting that's going and changing the colors automatically for you, and we don't want to overwrite those. So if you're scared you're going to do that, I highly recommend watching the entire video. That way we're all on the same page on how to properly copy paste our old data into the new dashboard. One of the other changes that we've made to this new version of the dashboard is moving the category, sold platform, and source options from the top of the dashboard tracker over to the side. And with that, I'm going to pull up my old dashboard over here on the left, and we're going to go ahead and start copying and pasting our old info over to the new dashboard on the right. And we'll start with those category and sold platform options. I'll just copy and paste. Either I will Control C on my keyboard, or I will right click, copy, not cut, select copy. And once that's highlighted, I can come over here and I can paste, or I can Control V. And I can overwrite all of the category and sold platform options that you have for your dashboard and put them custom into the new one. And we'll do the same thing with the source option. Let's copy and paste not the consignment, everything that's not an orange source option, into the new dashboard. All right, now that we've gotten all of our pull down options ready to go and updated from our old dashboard, we're going to transfer over all of our sold data. Now you'll notice we consolidated the inventory and sold trackers all down to one menu. So we no longer have two separate sections in the new dashboard. They're both side by side now that we have that sold drop down option to consolidate the two. So in our old dashboard, we're going to start in the sold details section. We're going to copy and paste all of our sold units over to the new dashboard. So we'll start with this purchase date. I'm going to select all of the purchase dates I have on my old dashboard. I will Control C or right click copy. And then because we have conditional formatting, we have to make sure we only paste the values. And we can do this one of two ways. In Excel, we can Control Alt V. So instead of Control V for all of my hotkey ladies, we'll do Control Alt V and paste as values only. We want to make sure we do it as values only so we don't accidentally overwrite any of the formatting or the conditional highlighting that's happening in the background. So we'll control paste values, and you'll see that some of that conditional highlighting is already kicked in, and we'll continue to preserve that as we paste values only moving forward. So since we added this list date column, you're going to need to go back and fill that out from your sold data. That way you can get your sell-through rates. But then from here, we're going to straight copy paste from the source on our old dashboard onto the new dashboard. And again, that can look like Control-Alt-V and pasting values, or I can right-click, paste 1, 2, 3 values. That's this little clipboard with the numbers on it. Paste 1, 2, 3 values. We'll do that again for category. We'll Control C or right-click copy on the old dashboard, and we're going to paste as values on the new dashboard. Move back over to the old. We'll grab all of our brands, right-click copy, Control-Alt-V, paste values. And we'll continue to do that for the rest of our columns. And again, I'm going one column at a time. That way we can make sure everything's going into the right place, because we did switch the order around on a few of the columns. Cost is still in the same spot, but shipping is not. So I'm going to come over to my old dashboard, make sure I'm pulling from the shipping column, Control C or copy, Control-Alt-V, paste values. Then we'll go and grab that tax column because that's in a different order. Right-click, copy, right-click, paste 1, 2, 3 values. Now that we've got all of our sold details moved over, we're going to go ahead and mark all of the sold details on that purchase price. So again, we have a new column. It's this drop-down option where we're marking it as sold. And what that'll do is it'll activate the green highlighting that says, yep, we've sold this item. That will also highlight over here once the list date was input for the average days to sell calculation. So you can see that hasn't been marked as sold yet, but when I come over here and I select that it's been sold from the drop-down option, it'll turn that entire row green. And we don't have to click each one manually in the drop-down menu. I can copy this sold cell and I can paste it to all of these. And we can still use paste as values for this column as well, and it'll go ahead and preserve all of the highlighting for us. So now that we've marked all these items as sold, all this inventory has been sold, we'll go ahead and copy from our old dashboard the rest of our info. So we'll head to sold platform, right-click copy, right-click paste 1, 2, 3 as values. Sold date still in the same spot. We can Control C, copy, Control-Alt-V, paste as values. And the rest should be in the same order, so I'm going to go ahead and bulk copy, bulk paste as values from the old dashboard to the new. And with that, all of our sold data has been copied and pasted over. Now that we've moved all of our sold units over from the old dashboard to the new dashboard, we're going to move all of our units in stock, all of our inventory over from the old dashboard on the left to the new dashboard on the right. Now, a few of you guys will probably have a couple of these blank rows inside of your inventory tracker from the old dashboard. This is a good time to take a minute and make sure that we don't have any of the blank rows moving over to the new dashboard. If you do end up moving those blank cells over, it's not a big deal. There are filters in place in the new dashboard where we can get rid of any blank rows, or you can just leave them as is if you don't want to take the time. But I'm going to go ahead and transfer each section from the old to the new. And we have to be conscious of the new columns in the inventory tracker. So I'm going to start with the purchase date on the old dashboard. And we're still going to copy and paste as values so that we don't overwrite any of the conditional formatting that's associated with the purchase and list date. We don't have list date in the old dashboard, so I'm going to move over and copy paste all the source, category, brand, and description. We'll right click copy, select the correct cell, and we'll right click paste 1, 2, 3 values. And we'll keep updating our info for size. This has also changed orders, so be careful where you're copy and pasting your values. And again, the cost, shipping, and tax have also changed order, so be careful where you're copying and pasting that. I'm going to take tax, I'm going to put it in the correct spot at the very end, paste value, and then I'm going to right click copy, make sure we're pasting 1, 2, 3 shipping in the correct column. And that's it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and continue moving all of the rest of my inventory details over. This is, again, a great time to get rid of those spaces in your inventory tracker when you're moving over to the upgraded version. One tidbit for troubleshooting if you guys are clumsy like me when you're trying to copy paste. If we accidentally copy Control-C, Control-V, and accidentally overwrite the formatting, we can back out of our mistake by just deleting the data, highlighting a good row. I'm going to go to the Home button and click on this little paintbrush right here. This is a format painter that'll help restore the original format before it got overwritten. Again, we'll highlight a good row, select the format paintbrush, and we're going to make sure that we restore that initial conditional formatting. We just can't see it in the background because we've deleted the old incorrect data out, but that's a great way to troubleshoot if you did the wrong copy paste. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for sitting with me today, and we hope, or Isa and I both hope, that you love this new version of the dashboard. If you haven't watched it yet, we do have a full new feature update video that walks through every change that we've made and all of the upgrades that are included with your original purchase. Thanks for trusting us with your business data. We love you guys.